Welcome to Living Room Requests with Patricia Hammond and Matt Redman.
Hello.
And welcome to those who are tuning in from the Stroud Green Festival. We were meant to be in the Stroud Green Festival, but the Stroud Green Festival is not to be denied. Absolutely. So excellent. We are here. We are with a very varied program because that's what our Living Room Requests series is all about, is variation, simply because the human race is a very varied one culturally, and when people are requesting songs, they request all sorts of songs.
And even the human race, which is a fan of Patricia Hammond and Matt Redman, is still varied.
Even more varied.
You know, let's just say it's maybe like a mini arts festival all in itself, our concert.
I wouldn't go that far. That would be bragging. Well, we're going to start with a 1910s piece, 1919. It's a piece. Now this is a request of David's, and David is a long-time viewer of the channel, and in fact he owns every single one of our CDs. It's marvelous, David.
Wow.
And this is marvelous because I actually have the sheet music for this one.
Hey.
I've had it for years, and I've had it in my exoticism folder.
Careful, yeah.
I'll show you a little sampling of the exoticism folder. We've actually done this one, haven't we? In the requests. You've got a number of things which may or may not be, they're all pretty. Some of them are kind of, you wouldn't really want to do them now. But some of them.
But a lot of people might not know that Patricia, collected a lot of sheet music.
Come to the land of Bohemia.
And even before she was would you say
when
before
I was 9,
you were performing
when
musician?
I was 9.
Yeah.
Look at what they used to use instead of tape. This is a piece of thread going right through. There's all sorts of things. You find old newspapers and glue. Anyway, we're not doing Hong Kong.
No.
We're doing
Dardanella.
Now.
And what I will say before we start is this episode will be a little bit of a banjo special, as you may have seen from the thumbnail and the title. It is not every banjo in the world, obviously not, but it's some of the banjos that I have and can fit into these 4 songs. And this, when we play Dardanella, it will reference not only the exoticism of the art song that it is, but also a little bit of the bands that played this melody in a popular context known as jazz, J-A-S-S, which was the lively dance music bridging the gap between the stylization of ragtime and the jazz age of the 1920s.
Excellent. Let's do this. 1919. Down beside the Dardanella Bay, where oriental breezes play, there lives a lonesome maid Armenian. By the Dardanelles with glowing eyes, she looks across the seas and sighs, and weaves her love spell so Cyrenian. Soon I shall return to Turkestan. I will ask for her heart and hand. Oh, sweet Dardanella, I love your glowing eyes. I'm a lucky fellow to capture such a prize. Oh, Allah knows my love for you, and he tells you to be true. Dardanella, oh, hear my sigh, my oriental, oh, sweet Dardanella, prepare the wedding wine. There'll be one girl in my harem when you're mine. We'll build a tent just like the children of the Orient. Oh, sweet Dardanella, my star of love divine. buy you for my harem. She just told the Sultan to be nice. She can't be bought for any price. Admitted that she couldn't bear him. So beneath the oriental moon, I'll be wooing my love real soon. Oh, sweet Dardanella, I love your shining eyes. I'm a lucky fellow to capture such a prize. Hawala knows my love for you, and he tells you to be true. Dardanella, oh, hear my sigh, my oriental ode. Sweet Dardanella, prepare the wedding wine. There'll be one girl in my harem when you're mine. We'll build a tent just like the children of the Orient. Oh, sweet Dardanella, my star of love divine. That was the nose flute. It's an ancient and historic instrument. It's as you can see.
Well, it dates from that period, doesn't it?
I hope it hasn't smudged my lipstick too much. Not too much lipstick on today, because I knew it was going to do a little bit of a surprise nose flute.
And I was playing a little drum that some of you may not have seen before. Well, I'm sure you've seen somebody play a drum with a foot-operated pedal, but it's actually an interesting drum. It's an Irish drum, a Baran, that I made a snare on.
Talk about exoticism.
Yep.
You know, these sorts of old Tin Pan Alley songs, they have their conventions. And I'm so used to the phrase, we'll build a nest, that I just went into it. We'll build a nest, but it's we'll build a tent in this case. So that's, but these are live.
Sorry.
We
There
do
you go.
these
Trying to
live
help you
because
out.
the thing is, oh, thanks. Oh boy. The whole thing is like, do you stream? Do you pre-record? Well, we kind of do something that's kind of in between. It's a high quality of a recording, but we make sure that it's live because there's no way to replicate that feeling of on the edge of your seat if you can't go back.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
We don't we don't stop and start. This is what you get.
A great early 20th century recording companion to all types of banjos was in fact the xylophone.
Oh yes,
Because
here we go.
it's extremely punchy and really in the days before electrical recording, before the mid 1920s, it really did record well, didn't it?
Won't get any higher, will it?
Oh right, for the sake of the video.
Yeah,
You're
Matt Cam.
absolutely right.
I'm viewing Matt Cam here in the mirror.
All right, let's do it. So what are we going to
Excellent.
do? We're going to play two songs now.
Yes, now this is for Glen. Glen, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Glen had, when she was a teenager, she had on her wall, she had somebody had given her a photograph of the Beatles. She took it down and put up a photograph of Ken Dodd, for which eccentricity we adore her. We have
one here.
a Ken Dodd double feature now. So we got Tears and we got Love Is Like a Violin. Both of them actually kind of predate. I don't know when Ken Dodd was born, but they're both from the 30s, like 1930, you know, almost. And Tears.
I think he was born around then.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
And Tears, in fact, 1930, Tears is very interesting in that there was sort of a late 20s, early 30s trend for there to be a recitation, dramatic recitation over top of a sort of soupy performance of the melody. And we're into authenticity, me and Matt. So we are going to give you the recitation. We're going to give you the recitation of Tears.
And what's the other one that he did?
And Love is Like a Violin, which is a French song from the 30s. Mon cœur est un violon. We're going to do it in English just in honor of Ken. But we could certainly do it in French if anybody wants us to do it in French. We'll do it with different instruments. Okay, so
and this one, when I do play, is going to feature the banjolin, which is a violin on a banjo body, the 4 strings. And you can see this little headstock here. There you go. Very unusual instrument these days. A lot of people have a mandolin banjo, which is an 8-string instrument. Much harder to tune and very different, may I add. And what else? Ooh. Yeah, and that's it. Patricia's going to play the auto harp.
Ooh, so we got we got the ice cream truck. It does Yankee Doodle.
Right.
Here
we go then.
What a fool I have been to think you could care and make all my dreams come true. My plans, just like bubbles, have burst in the air, but I still have faith in you. For souvenirs are all you left to me. Memories of our love you never meant. I just can't believe you could forget me. After all the happy hours we spent together, tears have been my only consolation. But tears can't mend a broken heart, I must confess. Let's forgive and forget, turn our tears of regret once more to tears of happiness. I go out where the world is bright and gay, where the skies are blue above. I hear the birds sing their melodies, and each one tells of love. But the shadows come and they end the hours that a happy love song cheers. Night finds each little bird with its mate, but it finds me where? In tears. I see a cottage beside a lane, a little heaven for two. I forget for a moment, and there I see the one that I planned with you. That little lane leads a lucky girl to contentment through all the years. But with you gone, where does it lead me? To the might have been, and tears. Laugh, and the world laughs with you. I have heard it again and again. I make believe I'm a silly clown. I roar, ha ha! And then when I dream alone in my lonesome room and I gaze on the wall, what appears? A picture of you as you used to be. And what is the answer? Tears. Tears have been my only consolation, but tears can't mend a broken heart, I must confess. Let's forgive and forget, turn our tears of regret once more to tears of
Oh, you're not playing the vamp.
Oh, I forgot.
Let's pretend Patricia carries on. Just like that.
If ever we needed proof of what we just said. Love is like a violin with its strings around your heart, soft and sweet as dreams begin, sadly crying when you part. Make my heart your violin, play it now and tell me this, in the music of a kiss, let me hear you say I love you. A violin is tender when love is young and shy. It knows the thrill of meeting, the heartache of goodbye. Its song may bring desire and melancholy too, or that caress of rapture that only love can give to you. Love is like a violin with its strings around your heart, soft and sweet as dreams begin, sadly crying when you part. Make my heart your violin, play it now and tell me this, in the music of a kiss, let me hear you say I love you. Now everybody's got to look at the welts left by holding that auto harp on my arm. The rest of this high resolution, high definition, whatever they call that. That's what's it. Welts. I only have to play one instrument. I complain about it. Now, we come to
the oldest song we're doing today, I think.
Yes, well, I think we should stop and start that.
Just
frequent watchers, viewers of this will know that this camera over here needs to be turned off and on again because it's never meant to be filming.
Right. Okay, here we are then. Where's the
One.
music?
Oh,
it's in there.
Right there.
Right, good.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm having a drink. We can't both have a drink. That leaves them nothing to watch.
That's right. Oh no. Right, this is a request of John's. John has requested. He's requested 10 songs, and we did one of his or two of his last time. One or two.
We're going to hear from John and his requests
Yes.
of the 1910s and 1890s rather a lot over the coming period. And this is an 1890s
This
song,
is an
isn't
1890s song. Now, the funny thing is, when I was a teenager, I really loved 1890s songs, Victorian songs. It was my big thing. I mean, I used to turn my nose up at anything after 1920 as being far too modern. I'm older than I look. And anyway, this is an anthology, as it's called, Memories of the Gay 90s. I think it's an anthology either from the late 40s, early 50s. It will not tell you inside. But what's interesting is that what they perceived as the most popular songs of the 1890s.
Oh, yeah. Different.
It's a very different list from what we would have now. Like, we'd have Bicycle Built for Two. We'd have.
It's not even in there.
It's not even in there. It's got.
Could also be for licensing.
It's got Father, Dear Father, Come Home With Me Now, Hot Time in the Old Town, Be True to My Honey Boy, Irish Jubilee, Lay My Head Beneath the Rose. That sounds very morbid. Who Threw the Overalls and Mistress Murphy's Chowder. Take Back Your Gold. Well,
but
like
it does
Take Back Your Gold. But it does have what John has requested in the baggage coach ahead. I think from modern viewers and listeners have to realize that the baggage coach often carried coffins. Otherwise, people might listen to this and think that it's kind of about a murder, but it's not.
No.
Yeah, you'll see.
It's not. And don't forget those. Ian,
oh gosh, no.
Don't have to give it away now. That's
okay,
fine.
no. Okay.
And this banjo is called a zither banjo. And for some people who often ask, it's got a nice little cabinet work back. It's real inlay. It's not fascia. And this one is from the period of this song. So there we go.
It's also been to the Western Front and back. It's been in the First World War.
That's
this actual instrument. And it featured in the Stroud Green Festival last year.
Oh, I know that song.
2018. In 2018. Very much in the First World War celebration we had, or commemoration we had. And the baggage coach. On a dark, stormy night, as the train rattled on, all the passengers had gone to bed, except one young man with a baby in his arms, who sat there with a bowed down head. The innocent one began crying just then, as though its poor heart would break. One angry man said, "Make that child stop its noise, for it's keeping all of us awake." "Put it out," said another, "don't keep it in here. We've paid for our berths and want rest." But never a word said the man with the child, as he fondled it close to his breast. "Where is its mother? Go take it to her," this a lady then softly said. "I wish that I could," was the man's sad reply, "but she's dead in the coach ahead." While the train rolled onward, a husband sat in tears, thinking of the happiness of just a few short years. For baby's face brings pictures of a cherished hopes that's dead, but baby's cries can't waken her in the baggage coach ahead. Every eye filled with tears when his story he told Now when heaven had sent them this sweet little babe, their young happy lives were blessed. His heart seemed to break when he mentioned her name, and in tears tried to tell them the rest. Every woman arose to assist with the child. There were mothers and wives on that train, and soon was the little one sleeping in peace, with no thought of sorrow or pain. Next morn at his station they bade all goodbye. God bless you, he softly said. Each one had a story to tell in the home of the baggage coach ahead. While the train rolled onward, her husband sat in tears, thinking of the happiness of just a few short years. For baby's face brings pictures of a cherished hope instead. But baby's cries can't waken her in the baggage coach ahead. That was his idea, because he likes to use every single instrument he owns, and he's not thus far used
It's wet, don't.
the choo-choo whistle. So, boy, was he happy that there was a choo-choo song in there, even though it was a sad one.
Still leaves, and they've all got to the station, and they're going to tell
That's right.
stories
There's
of the
nothing.
baggage coach, and off it goes.
Exactly. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Matt did a lot of word painting in that very spare and tasteful accompaniment. With not nary a jazz chord inside. That's the thing. People sometimes pick up an instrument and in creeps the anachronisms.
Oh, I see, yeah.
You'll never have that with Matt, but I liked it when the ladies all got up and helped the baby and you went... Yeah. It's not lost on me. Some singers it would be.
One thing that I would say is that I like a lot of that kind of music, parlour songs, 1890s, even very early cakewalks and ballads, because
it's direct.
It's direct. But I was talking about the music specifically.
Oh, right.
It allows that kind of extemporization because it's not full of notes and detail in the accompaniment.
Yeah, nice basis.
This is the last song we're going to play today, or this evening.
And it may be the reason you came, for all we know. Maybe the reason you came. Matt has, his roommates from the days. I mean, they're no longer his roommates, obviously.
From the back in the day that I was at
he went to
music
Cheetham School, roommates have all made. They made a very interesting request last time. If you look on the link there.
All right. Yes. Very good.
There. Let's see if I'm right. If I pointed the right place.
I think it's a bit lower. It's got to be in your head.
Okay, the link there. Yeah. See, he sets up the cameras so he knows. The link there will take you to the previous concert where they've made a couple of crazy requests. Basically, having gone to Cheetham's, they're not gonna let us get away with anything. So, £33 gets you a song, any song. So that's the thing. Okay, so how would I do? No, I've already pointed at it. Anyway, so the one I just pointed at, they asked for Stravinsky, right?
Yeah.
This one. No, can you choose sides?
No,
I don't know.
They're all only in the top right.
Oh goodness. Okay,
I'll have to link it below.
This one, they asked for a crazy Earl Koenig involving all sorts of crazy things, and you'll just have to see it.
That's it.
Anyway, this time they've asked for Africa, Toto. Who actually wrote it? Putting him on a
Toto.
spot.
Oh, well, the keyboard player, David Peck, wrote it.
There we are.
He wrote the entire composition. But they asked for Africa by Toto, as featured in local radio stations across the English-speaking world until the present date. They asked for Africa to buy Toto in the style of Antonio Vivaldi from the Baroque era.
The continuo of Antonio Vivaldi. So there's no solo. It's just what he does underneath me.
Well, they actually asked for an obbligato on the banjo.
Obbligato.
So the opposite, in fact.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do the job of accompanying, like, let's say, a Baroque rhythm guitarist, as well as playing what might be on the mandolin or the violin as well.
It's a Vivaldi Africa.
Thanks very much for watching.
Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say this
Subscribers
last
are
time.
great. And comment and put a thumbs up. And when you subscribe, there's a little bell, which means that you're notified of any uploads. And I promise, I will not abuse this. I don't like upload.
No.
You know when you sign up and you got uploads, alerts? And you go, oh God, they haven't posted another one. Cluttering up my inbox. So we do 2 a week. That's
Here we
it.
go.
Anyway.
Africa a la Vivaldi.
All right, here we go. I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit winds reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. I challenge anyone to take a very old, beat up zither banjo and do that on it.
This is a tenor banjo.
Sorry.
Jazz
I said to
tenor
tenor.
banjo,
Oh,
yeah.
good Lord. Why?
1927, this one. But the main
I'm not
problem
even
is
looking.
it's just so
He's
hot.
going through all his banjos and I
It's
didn't even
so
notice.
hot today. I'm literally like sweating so much. My fingers I can't even. Oh, anyway, never mind. No one cares about that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
and
watching.
We'll see you on the next one. Please
enjoy the rest
subscribe.
of the Stroud Green Festival. Thank you for having us. Thank you for the requesters.
Thank you so much.
And do subscribe. Thank you.